Hello everyone, Delightful here. I like the novel and the new, so today, let's see what the indie world has for me and you. Today, I'm playing some more of the Doors of Trithius, breaking right back into it. I'm on version 0.5.17. The cool thing about this update, it adds pyromancy and the word full mythology. I'm not calling it that, again. It's thunder magic, it's lightning. Just call it Tempest or whatever. Anyway, it's a really good open world CRPG. Not a roguelike. There's procedural generation here. They're showing you here. I mentioned it when I was recording, but not when I wasn't recording. This is the generation of the world map, right? Or generation of cells, right? And then the dungeons are generated as well, which is very nice. Creates a lot of replayability of the game. Anyway, where the hell was I here? In the dungeon. Yeah, no, I was in a town. I put about 5 hours into creating a new Pyromancer character because, as I had said previously, not when I was recording, that I have shown the intro dungeon many, many times. I don't feel like showing it again. It's all there in my previous videos in the game going back to 2021, right? This, as you can see here, looks like a roguelike. It's not, though. There's no permadeath. So I can save load at will. And that fundamentally changes the nature of the game. I understand why it's that way. Because, let's be honest here, CRPG fans pay out for games. Baldur's Gate 3, what is called Baldur's Gate 3, is an indication of that. As compared, compare that to the sales of a roguelike, which is, much less. You go where the market is, essentially. And I like CRPGs as well as roguelikes, so it works for me. Inventory, screen right, reminds me a lot of Ultima 6, actually. I usually just keep it up. Get inventory what you got. Gives you a sense. This is in the town. M is for medicine. There's lots of commands in this game. You can actually move with the number pad. I requested that years ago and they added it, which was nice. But in town, I actually prefer just moving via this way. What you want to do, though, because it reminds me, when I first started playing the game, of Caves of Cud, originally, right? So I'm like, over here, why can't I screen progress? What you have to do is you have to push B, and you can map these keys to go out to the world map, right? You can bind all these. Lots of options, which is good. Every few updates, I see the options expand, which is good. You can wait. F for feeding, Q for quaff, which is drinking, M for medicine. These are all different skills. You can increase as you level up, right? You ever play Skyrim, or the better game Daggerfall Unity, which I've had videos on, really good game, or Morrowind or any of those games. This game functions a similar way. You want to get good at a thing, you do the thing, right? And then you get enough XP. Let's do some little exploring, right? Like Caves of Cud, I can explore the world map and explore these tiles. A map event, I've been ambushed by Turkey. And Turkey's friend, Mr. Crab. Oh, sorry, Mr. Scorpion. He has a venomous sting. Yeah, do read the info on the monsters. A critique I have, is that you cannot, and I think I've mentioned this before, you can't really inspect monsters off the keyboard. And it's a thing with roguelikes. This isn't a roguelike, but it's very roguelike adjacent with the tile-based interface, the tile-based movement system, and the procedural generation of the world mass and the dungeons, notwithstanding the save load, in that you cannot inspect monsters from the keyboard. Like normally in Rogue, you push like the button to the right of L, like the look to eyes or something. It doesn't work. You have to use the mouse and the keyboard here. Anyway, point is, inspect monsters. This thing can sting you. Now my character's a pyromancer, right? So I can light things on fire. That's their whole thing, is burning stuff. Burning lots and lots of tiles at once. And this, we'll talk about it as we do it. I'm just going to burn Mr. Scorpion. And I can select the tiles. I can do it with the number pad too if I want. So I can select the tiles here and then confirm with enter, and he is ignited. I got a little focus point. That strengthens some of my abilities. See, ignite. This one ignites a bit cheaper than line of fire, but it's only one tile, right? So see, he's kind of moving. I can push 2 and then light him on fire again, deals a bit more fire damage. I do like that it actually does fire damage as opposed to just stacking dots, right? Because fire, by its very nature, consumes things. It's a chemical reaction. I like to see that reflected. I poke him with a stick in the eye, right? So it pretty much has a good chance of stunning them. Because my character's a caster, right? So I'll poke them with a stick so they can't hit me and light them on fire. And I can bonk their feet, bonk their toes with my stick. Deals less damage because I'm bonking their toes, but hampers them, right? So this reduces their damage output. It's a debuff. Slows them down, that kind of thing. Oh, and also branched out a little bit. Let me show you he has quite a bit of RPG in this game. Big fan of it. So As you bonk things, because I'm using a stave, counts as a bludgeon weapon, I can get abilities, right? This gradually goes up. Each thing, like in Skyrim, has its own little XP bar, right? And then I focus specifically on staves. You see, 6. I can push F2. These are my skills, right? So these are like cooking, medicine, alchemy, stuff like that. Enchanting. F3, this is my general character overview. So I have attunement currently. I've got some nature attunement that gives me healing, which is very good. You want that, because I can pull wounds off myself. What else have I got? I forgot. Oh, you can also, see them over here, 2, 3, F4, character. These are my general character level. It's called wisdom level. How wary I am to travel is pretty much just encourage you to sleep every once in a while. F5 is... What is F5? Magic is something entirely different. I believe I might have actually rebounded. Is it M? I just click it here. But this is the Pyromancy. This is the big update with the current thing I'm playing. Nature magic was sort of retooled with the attunement system. That's the big thing they add. Because this encourages your character interacting with NPCs to acquire attunement, right? They give you the gear or the knowledge to cast these spells. And then Pyromancy, see foam, that thing, the lightning spell. And you build up the talent trees there, which is pretty interesting. And as you may have noticed, it is turn-based. So I'm being ambushed by turkeys and scorpion friend, which is okay. I can space as well and wait and bonk enemies. So I got mildly poisoned there. Venom debuff. It hits your view distance, which isn't that bad. Bonked. G to get, or E for looting, whatever you prefer. That is an iguana they spit, right? And they can knock back. So I'm not hungry yet. What you can do, feed. Your character eats in battle. That's their thing. You're a bit of a glutton. As you eat, this gives you other buffs, primarily HP regen and heal and mana regen and stamina. So it's not good to have multiple enemies on me at once. That's why it's an ambush, right? Ignited. It's got a little dot on him. Can I get that? Is that a thing? No, poisoned. Alright, I can pull that off. It's fine. This many turkeys is actually a bit threatening. I can heal it with that. I don't want to do that. No, I cannot exit the world map here because I'm ambushed. Let's see. A critique I had. Sorry, just remembering it. I want to be able to move the combat log. I don't like it upper left. Oh, wait. Look at that. They added it. Nice. Now I want to be able to make it bigger. Oh, I want to click and drag it. But you can move it. I know they added that. That's nice. I want... That's helpful. That's very helpful. I normally do not look upper left at all. But I want to resize it now. Can I do that? Can I like right click it and no? Can I? Because that'll be helpful, right? This is more visible than up way up there. Extreme upper left is like the least visible place to put stuff I've always found. UI scale, world scaling. I don't. OS unclear. All right. Turkey must burn. Turkey is ignited. This is actually a fairly concerning ambush. What is that? I don't know what's there, but it's in my way. Alright, here we go. They get nice and lined up for me. Now I can... North. You're seeing I'm able to move diagonals. Thank God. There are many games you'll see. You often see this with roguelites. They are... Confirm the attack. For enter or... Ooh. Good attention to that. I gotta eat. Let's eat. Now this will give me some stamina recovery. A baked potato. Yeah, he just stuffs the whole thing in his face in the middle of battle. Don't question it. That's what he does. See, it's giving me more stamina regen. Light him up. Yeah, okay, that's not good. So I'm not much of a fighter. My character's not much of a fighter. I have to pull back. At this point, yeah, so it's a general good rule of thumb in roguelikes and roguelike adjacent sort of games like this to disengage when you get to about 50%. So I'm going to heal. That was not much of a heal. I believe I can also stuff another bit of baked potato in my face, which is funny. Dude. Quite the nasty ambush. Dude. I have a jump too. They start you for jump. It's expensive though. 70 energy. So I've noticed the Pyromancer... Okay, you can kind of curve the line a little bit. Debuff. When an enemy is like that, it would be helpful if they had like a highlight over them. Because they're kind of hard to spot. Something just came to me. Yeah. That's an important thing, because fire is all about spreading their fire everywhere, and it can be hard to notice things. I mean, I'll see it, but others might not. Outline, yeah. And it can't be a red outline because the fire. You wouldn't see it through the fire. You'd have to do green or something. Outline of enemies when they are behind obstacles, hidden from the camera, or engulfed. G-U-L-F. I'll clean it up later. In flame. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. See, it solves two problems. Two current issues of the game with one solution. I also can't. Well, I can zoom out, but this is as much as just zoom in. It works. Like if I'm behind the, like if I'm step behind that tree, you won't be able to see me. See, that could be an issue. Can get you killed. Pyromancer leveled up. Yeah. Critical resisted. Good for you. Turkeys are very tough. See, I can also use space. It's stunned. Nice. Here's my... Dude. Gotta eat some more. You see how these fights wear you down? They're wearing down my supply of baked potatoes. In this land, food is expensive. Alright. Okay. Alright, that's good. That's good. And all the towns are like super crappy. Alright. Did I clear that encounter? Jeez. Failed to harvest. Yeah, I smooshed the berries. Alright. You better run. How much? 100% can harvest you. I mean, but here's the thing. Even if they get away, I still got something from fighting them, right? Because every successful cast, it goes up. Let's see the magic here. 191.3. So, if I can get the magic up again, you'll see it will go down. Or go up. Yeah. A little bit. Everything counts. Every little bit counts. Oh, that's neat. Which is always nice to see. Can I... Well, there we go. So I can... You do want to take that time and hit as many as you can. I can't tell if that thing's dead or alive. Yeah, I couldn't tell. Jesus. This whole damn map's on me. Don't eat raw meat. Don't do that. Another baked potato. So one of the most useful skills you can get is cooking in this game. Dude, just burn. This is rough. I like it. It really sells that the world is dangerous. Poisoned. I can pull that off. If you don't have magic, that's like really hard to get rid of. I can actually fail to harvest. Yeah, it happens. All right, pull the. There you go. Magic of nature, didn't quite get it. Turkey bastard, I'm gonna get you. See, where's the turkey, right? It can be a little hard to see. You can see the feathers there. Wisdom, yeah, I finally leveled. Get the raw meat. Get... ... Dude, with that poison fault... See, that poison's not going to go away. Unless I, like, go into a fountain, which you can use once in dungeons. The starting dungeon has one. Or... pull it over the heel like that. That's what you do. That's why nature magic is awesome. See, he's not so easy to see. Bonk. 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 Thank you. I milked the scorpion of his glands and got some kind of weird oil out of him. I would want to eat that bread, but okay. I can... Flame aura. Yeah, I purchased this last time. It's expense. Just along 90 time. I think that's time units to activate. Requires adjacent flame. Okay. That's why it wasn't lit up. Consumes all adjacent flame, placing them in an aura around me. Is it fire shield? Okay. Needs like an effect on it or something. But like you're fed by the flame pretty much. See, turkey's no joke. See how this is starting to really distract. That's why I usually turn it off because it looks better. But then you get the clicking. See, it's important. Every turn I take, it matters. If I push space, I'm regenerating my energy, right? This is why stamina systems are so important in games. It means every action a player takes is more impactful, right? Do I attack or do I not attack in order to generate stamina, right? If you don't have stamina, why would you ever not attack? You're just wasting your time, right? Character didn't get hungry. Which isn't surprising. I've been stuffing my face with potatoes all day. Our character is. I wouldn't do that. Need protein. Baked potatoes not going to give you that much protein. Thank you. At least I'm getting something off them. Ah, you get hungry. Alright. So you see, when you're hungry, this is probably what's going to kill most new players. You got to stay on top of your food. It's like the most important skill you get is cooking. You're hungry. Now, the important bit, you will not naturally regenerate health when you have not eaten. It gets worse. And also hits your energy recovery when you get very hungry. But the smart bet early game is to not eat unless you absolutely have to. Like, I can get away with not naturally healing because I can use nature magic to do it. Honk. Stunned him. Nice. Slam those tricky toes. Now, if my stamina drops below 5, unless I changed it, you act like half as quickly, which can easily kill you. Ooh, that's shade wood. That's worth quite a bit. So I can find a general merchant. Town I'm in is so damn crap. The town I'm currently in is so damn crappy. It goes up as you do skills, but I guess it's going down for faction-related reasons, or just because. I don't know why. I didn't do enough quests. But essentially, they had a shop for a bit, then it instantly closed. Now I can't sell the things. It's very annoying. So I've kind of just set up a little base in the starting area. Dude. Scorpion Claw, alright. See, I'm not healing. That's fine. I can get around that. And now I got renewal, 25% healing efficiency. Alright. I like that because that means it interacts, the power of nature is helping my body knit itself back together. So it interacts well with medicine. I like that. Doesn't completely negate it. Like, it's only a little bit of healing, eh? 10 HP, but 15% chance to heal a wound. That's nice. But see, when you're moving big distances like this, another turkey. That was a turkey scorpion ambush. That was not ideal. I mean, it got me a level. Failed to harvest. That will go up as I put my skills into herbalism. It's actually part of the reason I'm out here messing around. So I can, get that. Where is it? Okay, now I got this in the way again. It's pretty much a case of picking your poison. Ah. Yeah. I think I'll just stick to the damn keyboard. Because that just irks me. Feathers, if I want to do archery, I don't. But I should be able to sell them. That's quota mastery to make arrows. And repair your gear. Your gear does take damage over time, so it's getting all banged up. That's important because it creates a gold sink, right? So all the currency you have, or trade goods, you can trade goods in order to get your stuff fixed, like food or rare woods or stuff you find in the forest. All right, because it prevents the problem late game. Oh, I have all this money, it's worthless. You can't do anything with it, which just feels terrible. Money should always have value, from beginning game to the end of the game. And gold sinks are an excellent way to do that. The game also has property you can buy. That's another excellent gold sink, Ultima Online. Good old Ultima Online showed us the value of that, right? Is it dead? Because I remember, my own fire, I'm not immune to it. I don't know if I mentioned that. Alright. So I am resistant, somewhat resistant. From my stave. Yeah. No, the stave doesn't give it. Does the armor give it? Yeah, the armor gives it a little bit. A tiny little bit. 10% is not much. So if I take 5 damage, what's 10% of that? It's not even 1. Okay. I don't know if the game's going to round. You dead turkey. Drop turkey. There we go. I can see how those mushrooms are a bit brighter because I've identified those. Where is it? Skills with botany. So I know what those are, and I can make potions with this stuff. Stink home. If I can find the table to do it, I think the town has one. Oh yeah, I can save. Save loading in this just... Anyway, starving. This is what you don't want to see. I have negative HP regen now. And waiting HP recovery. So I should probably eat something now. F for feed. I will eat a berry. A little berry, handful of berries will do it. So that's actually something else I want out there. Just go get some berries. So back to the town. Town of Nurton. It's not even a town. It's like not even a hamlet. It is medium, is it? It's all craptastic, you see. Like, lock. I can't go in these. Ooh, are you open again? Oh, all craptastic. This was open, and then they boarded it up again. There's a quest board. You can go. They tell you about little jobs you can do. Butcher will pay a premium for raw meat. 5 days to do it. Do I have it? I got some turkey. I don't have enough raw meat. That's maybe doable. And then sometimes there are merchants, traveling merchants in the town common here. Exotic arms dealer. I don't care about that. How long are you in town for? I'll be leaving shortly. Dude, you're always here. He's just full of whatever. See the prices? I want to live in this place. The market's terrible. I've been playing 5 hours. I've got a bit of money, but... It's the inn, other adventurers. That's the butcher. He's the guy who wants the meat. This guy here. I'm looking for work. We know what he wants me to do. I could be cheesy and buy the meat from him and then give it back to him. That seems like it should be an exploit. Probably in... Oh, that's me. That's my stuff. Never mind. Yeah. He wants that. He's trying to rip me off because that's the job he wants. Mutton morsel. Do I know that one? That could be useful. Yeah, but he wants me to... Cooking. How cooking works is pretty interesting. You have to learn meal prep tactics, right? I learned the value. I learned how to boil water. My character still hasn't puzzled that out. I learned how to bake. I learned about peeling veggies. You don't have to peel potatoes. Just steam them. Well, yeah, just steam them, yeah. Fork them, toss them in the microwave for like 6 minutes after you perforate them so they don't explode. Or in a camp, you'd wrap it with tinfoil and toss it in a fire. You don't have to peel them. Eat the skin. But I guess some people insist on it. Learn the basics of meat prep, pretty much. And I've got mushroom handling. Fried wedgies. I don't think I know baked potato recipe. Let's see if it's here. So to cook, you go into a campfire or a cook station. We don't want to make these because I want to give him that meat. Cooked potato. Potatoes are good. Raw egg. Eggs you can get from birds. Apple pie. I need veggie cutting and pie baking to get the apple pie and the fried wedges. I need pan frying. I don't know how to do that either. My character doesn't know how to do that either. Yeah, it's not a very educated society. We'll just go with that. Ugh. Save loading. It changes everything. Like, I don't know if I have this, so I'm just going to add this recipe. I don't think I have it, but if I didn't have it, I could just load. No, I didn't have that one. Yay. So now I can make mutton morsels. That's not bad. It gets me more meat out of it if I have some oil. I need pan frying though. Job. Bring you 7 meat. Alright, I go do that. I guess we're going back. Fine. See, it tells me about the tile here. It's a forest. And the faction, the verdant guard. Well, actually, I'll show you here. If I push F in the world map here, it shows me the factions. Verdant guard, and I think those are goblinoids. That thing, we don't want to mess with that. He roams the countryside, hungry for anything that breathes or moves. He is level 33. I am level 10. I don't think we should be going anywhere near that thing. That's the temple you start in. And I've explored other areas. I've explored the caves a little bit. Gremlins. Let's go in here because I need meat. And I know turkeys give me what I need, right? I can get some more wood too. Doing this job should also improve the prosperity of a town, so maybe I can get that general merchant. Ratty might give me meat. It's not like verdant store. No, give me nothing. It's a hungry rat, I guess. Nothing on skin and bones. Stinkhorn. Alright. If I can find a decent town, I'll be able to amass gold pretty quickly because I don't have that. Critical failure. I pricked my finger. Yeah. It can happen. So it's kind of hard to see where he is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There he is. I am noticing something. It looks a little slow to me, doesn't it? I think I can speed that up. Sorry. Animation attack speed 1.5. Game speed 1.5. See what that looks like. Much better, eh? I despise slowness in games. This feels so much better. Oh yeah. Beautiful. should probably note that. Yeah, game speed. Because I was playing at the default, see if it grew on me. No, not really. .5, 1.5, not 1/5. And it was animation speed 1.5. Yeah, that's really important. Makes it feel so much better and snappier. And it goes even faster if you want, which is good. Very good music as well, as you can. Very fitting. Very chill. What is pan speed? Is that just camera? Yeah, if I move WASD, I can pan around with the camera. I normally don't do it, but you can do it. And note there is no map here. You just zoom out, because you can zoom out and look at the map from there, which I like, because it avoids the whole sort of Diablo problem of having this ugly wireframe map, or Diablo 2 for that matter, of the lovely looking game world, and you just stare at the map. Ugh, gross. By removing the map, you focus on the game world. In general, I don't like maps in games. A world map is fine for like world map travel, because you have to cut that tedium out. Believe me, you don't want to show the character, yay, I leveled up survival craft by picking up some berries, which is exactly what I wanted. Elderberries are good too. They're a bit better. You can make potions with them too. It reduces travel awareness. It's almost like a good berry influence there. I've actually cleared this area. This was a goblin hovel I knocked over and slaughtered all the little gremlins within. Because my character's a hero, don't you know? Because that's what heroes do. They slaughter. The story is that the goblins have gone crazy. The gremlins have gone crazy. And they need to be put down, I guess. Pretty brutal, but whatever. It did repopulate a bit. I should probably leave. This place isn't giving me what I want. Is it? Enemies are near. Alright. There we go. So I think I've... No. You need to back that up. No. Okay, I'm going to actually head a bit... Is that swamp? It's forest. Verdant Guard. Okay, less Verdant Guard there. That should be more interesting. Let's check out the plains, actually. Plains, very low. I can flag things if I want. I set up a camp here, too. Typically safer than forested area, the plains of the continent contain small critters and a variety of wild flowers. Turkeys and turkeys. Because that's what I need. I need turkey to complete my little quest. Ignited and bonked. You see why it feels, why I compare it to a roguelike a lot. The general feel of the game feels like a roguelike, but the save load, well, roguelike requires a minimum two things. It requires procedural generation of the game environment of the dungeons. Procedural generation of the level environment. In this case, it's the worlds. It's the overworld, and the dungeons. And permadeath, right? Because permadeath, being able to save load changes everything. It makes things too safe. Makes the identification game uninteresting, right? Because I have this item, this necklace. Do I put it on or not? Probably shouldn't put it on, but if I'm desperate, maybe it's an amulet of teleportation. Maybe it will save me. But if you have save load, you put it on. Oh, it's cursed. You take it off. It makes cursed and, blessed statuses of items meaningless, right? It removes game depth by its ability to save scum, right? And then a lot of time it will encourage players to save scum, right? I think the most egregious example of this I can think is the old Might and Magic games, particularly 6 and 7, where you fight like gold dragons or whatever in the desert, and you loot the damn thing, you get an artifact, right? Or sometimes you just get a bit of gold, right? So the smart thing to do is to save load till you get the artifacts you want. It's terrible and tedious. I remember doing it as a kid like 5-10 times. It's gross. It removes all the magic of the gameplay. You get what you get. You don't get upset, right? Save load is I find it a plague on games. Ugh. And what it does is it really just strips out any kind of replayability a lot of the time. Like the kind of artifacts you'll find determine a lot of how the gameplay will go because of how powerful they are, right? And if you can just save scum and get what you want all the time, it's eventually, if you only put in the time for it, it just feels gross. And roguelikes have always been a sharp correction to that, right? You cannot do that. You will die. Right? You get what you get and you don't get upset. Like you roll the dice. It also gets you comfortable with failure, which I find I've come across many CRPG fans who just can't. There's no failure tolerance. They'll play a game on story mode and why? They've pretty much turned it into a visual novel. If that's what they want, fine. It's just, there used to be so much more though. And I find players like that cheat themselves out of what the game can be, as opposed to they're playing for the story. Roguelikes have never been about that. It's not about what happens at the end. It's about the journey, right? The journey is so much more important than the destination, right? So I've always been very wary, very leery even, of, Turkey, come over here, of just story-focused games, right? Story's nice, but it's an extra. If the gameplay is not there, I don't care what your story says. I could not care less. All right. The story is the player's story, what they did, the actions they took. You know, the path they made through the dungeon, what gear they equipped, how they shaped their character, what other NPCs they had. Maybe that's coming in this game too, hopefully. I mean, you fight like groups of gremlins. Sorry. I'm not used to talking as much as I am right now. Fight groups of... not gonna wait. You fight groups of gremlins, but you're always alone, right? And some of the gremlin fights are quite tough. I'll say, after I get the meat out... These are very scrawny turkeys. No, give me the meat I need. Getting irksome. How much meat do I have? Oh, that's right. Inventory's already open. 5. You know what I can do? In this inventory here, high chance to apply poison. Yeah, don't eat raw meat. It's not a good idea. I can... they added it some time ago. I don't remember when. If I... where is it? In the inventory, if I push K... odd key, but K, I can favorite it. It goes up top. Almost like in Skyrim, you can favorite things. And this will make it easy to see, right? I need 2 more, pretty much, to complete the quest. And there's a little time limit on it, but it's nothing. It's not crazy time or anything like that. It's not like Star Valor where they're giving you a quest, right? And it'll say like, hey, you got like 30 minutes to do this quest. And what they don't tell you is every minute in the game's a damn second. It's like, what? I'm not rushing around playing Delivery Guy in this sci-fi game. It ain't happening, sorry. Staff's damaged. That's not good. That's the disadvantage of me bonking with this stick. It's... damage stats are reduced. Oh, yeah, they changed it. Stuff you used to just break. Now it's just damaged. Yeah, how I feel on that. I mean, I understand. I never liked it. If something breaks, it just, like, deletes it. Like, Ultima Underworld does that. It feels terrible. But... damaged? I mean, how damaged is it? I'd give it another damage state beneath damage. It's unusable, right? That seems a good fit. I gotta eat again. No, eat, not feed. Oh, that being there is a problem. Baked potato. Did he burn away? He did. It'd be cool if the enemies had like little animations. They died of fire, like ah. It could be too much of an ass for a small indie dev, but you know, would be nice. One of those fun presentational things. Like Caves of Cut, his enemies died. I think they died differently to certain elements. Electrify them, stuff like that. The game reminds me a lot of a fantasy take on CUD, because you can play CUD like this. You can play it with a save load. I wouldn't do it, but you can do it. It just takes too much away from the game for me. You can play as like a weird version of the game where you don't get XP from kills. I just... ugh. It sickens me to think about that, but if that's what you want to do... ugh. Gross. Gross. It's like taking the magic of the game away. Why would you do that? I don't know. I don't know why some people do certain things, but they do them. Good for them. Fever, flu. What I should do, once I get this meat, once these turkeys finally put out for me, and give me what I need, I can finally show off my camp, burn resisted. Yeah, I can heal all that stuff. That's fine. Come on, turkey. Come on, Jesus. See, melee is quite useful. You end up doing it even as a caster. First these things, at least. Fever, flu, yeah. 6. I need 1 more. That's reasonable to just push for. The planes are a bit more sparse, I have to say, which makes sense. For the forests. B to exit that tile. I'm on this. There's a little chevron here. I'll head to my camp. Maybe it's been more populated. And then see if I... what's that? Stone Wardens. That's a different faction. See? They're exploring their regions. I could probably attack their patrol. I probably shouldn't. They got heavy crossbows. I don't think I'm going to do that. But I could. Last visited 3 days ago. Yeah, my little campsite. Let's see if anything's here. I think I have a... yeah, the campsite has a chest too, which is nice. See, I've toppled all the goblin little huts here. There's this campfire here. I can cook on it, and I can put goodies in my chest, which I need to do, because you have a weight encumbrance here. Unfortunately, you do not have bulk. I would like to see bulk added. It's probably not going to happen. Very few games do it. Like a Castle of Winds does it, but that game has save load, which I was just watching a bit of that. Yeah, that game has save load. Very introductory, roguelike. You can get for free online, I believe. Yeah. But it looks good for the time it came out, yeah. Only one class, though. But you can specialize your class in doing different things. Alright, this is... I need to put heavy stuff in the box, is what I need to do. But yeah, that game has procedural generation of a dungeon levels, but there is... a little bunch of wood. Where is theirs? So that's a bit heavy. But there is save load, right? So that just trivializes a lot of the content. £2. Like, I'm just gonna stuff the stuff in here. Ceremonial saber. I have it. Jade necklace. Like, a lot of times you want to hang on to trade goods, like in Caves of Cud, right? Because it doesn't weigh that much. This didn't seem to populate again, right? I can go in the mountains. Don't know if I should, but I can. The mountains. Sharp rocks thrust out from the steep inclines of this cold and unforgiving region. Groups of goats peacefully wander the landscape, but beware the many hostile enemies that makes hostile animals that make this home. Gremlins, 20%, 27% travel skill discovered. Didn't know about that one. What's that one? Skills. Oh, I discovered it. I don't know what that is, but I got it. I got a goblin hut right there. Gremlin hut. A crude hut made by gremlins, built of tar and sticks. And it is bloodless, because you cannot bleed it. But you know I can do it? I can burn it. And it burns very nicely. They go, my home! Why are you burning my home? Die, gremlin filth! Because I'm a hero! But why? Because I'm a bad guy. But the story says I'm good. So die. Yeah, it's like that. And he had $9. I did all that for $9. I might be able to buy a meal with that. Maybe. No. And he had a lump of coal. Sad, sad little gremlin. That's a cliff there. Slingers. Gremlin flinger. They can stun you because they throw rocks. Because they're slinging rocks at your head, right? It's gonna, yeah. So the concern here is the elevation, right? I could probably jump up it. What was that? I heard that. Ooh, snake rock. Ooh, yeah. Black gem. I haven't seen this. A black crystalline gemstone found in the heart of the mountain. It seems to absorb light and exudes a feeling of cold benevolence. Ah, it belongs with me. And the ruby gem, a shiny precious jewel, until yours. The snakes get pissy about it because I took their treasure. That's funny. A vine snake. They're only level 2s, but there are a pile of them. I gotta get the hell out of here. I can jump. How far? 3 tiles? I'll go for it. I gotta funnel them, pretty much, is what I need to do. So this causeway here would do quite nicely. It doesn't cost more when I make it bigger, so make it as big as you can, right? And I need to eat. I need to stuff my face. Roasted haunch, yeah. And I can I can even treat myself. Stuff my face with a rusted haunch and a baked potato as I'm fighting off a pile of snakes. Yes. Character has that weird feat where they can just eat in battle, right? Just what the? That's a scary looking bear. The terror of the woods. The black bear. I've never seen a black bear looking like that. That's pretty terrifying. Fast speed. He's very fast. He might kill me. Yeah. The bear can hit me from there probably because he's large. I like that. He's reaching over the snakes. This is actually terrifying. See, here's the thing. I could just save low because I saved before going in here, and this would remove the entire meaningfulness of this decision. This bit foolhardy decision of me coming here early. And just save loaded like it never happened. But that's not interesting to me. I'm not going to do that. I'll expend resources to escape. But that's the hazard of save load. Allowing that. Or it's just death. Game over, right? I haven't done a potion. I'm going to use it. It was not a potion of teleportation. That's what I was hoping. I feel strong. So it's potion of bone broth. Helpful. Not what I was looking for, but helpful. Rogue toxin. That reduced weight is a perk I have. What else do I have? Oh, Q for quaff. I can Q for quaff. I have a recovery serum. I can get a bit of energy. I'll do that. Oh, you can only quaff one potion a turn. Yeah, that's pretty generous though, because it's a free action to drink it, using like Pathfinder 1 terminology, but you can only do one a turn. Cool if you had like a feat, you could stuff yourself with multiples. It might even be a feat for that. Let me check. It might be. 25% chance to brew an extra potion. That's pretty good. Automatically identify all potions. Chance to add a random effect when drinking a potion. That's pretty good. Assuming it's positive. I like how we do potions too. The different ways. Your calcification, you burn the stuff. Sublimation, decoctions. Different ways of using protochemistry, alchemy to make solutions. I don't see being able to drink more than one at once. That'd be cool. Cool high level ability. Okay, pull back. And the bear is fast and has great reach. It's actually fairly terrifying to fight. I'd hope for a potion of teleportation. I don't believe I have it. Ah, brambles. This is what I can do. This is a good move. Oh, I remember the vines won't grow where critters are. No. There. So it creates thorny bushes. So bleeding wounds. I need another baked potato. The mountains are very dangerous. I was expecting birds. Oh, maximum of 2 active foods. I can only stuff a roast haunch and 1 baked potato in my face at once. Okay. He's just kind of like taking bites as he fights the black bear and the 2 serpents off. That's kind of wild. I can try to poke the bear with a stick. That seems... Oh, it worked! I got lucky there. Get the hell out of here. Hopefully he'll just piss off now, but I don't think it's going to happen. The bear looks very upset with me. How bad are you? A terror of the wood. He's just pissed. Level 14. I see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away here. You cannot flee, obviously, if the enemies are within sight, which is good. This might be a death and a load. Yeah, I can try to burn him up. I fought tougher enemies than this. I was fighting terrifying golems and stuff in the caves. But they were not fast. What's the difference? Bear's fast. Golems were slow. I was able to cut him around. Poke you with a stick. I know your weakness. You poke him with a stick. It's fairly effective. It's pretty funny. You gotta slam on your bear toes too. He didn't like that. I'm gonna drink one of my recovery serums. A bit of stamina. And then burn bear. And I have a bleeding wound. A severe bleeding wound. Cauterize with... Yeah, let's not gonna do that. I have to get out of here. Bleeding out. No! Yeah, who saw that coming? Delightful burn, killed by the black bear. Nice art there. We'll load. Auto-save. Yeah, the game's very nice. We'll auto-save as well. Look at that. Before you went in, there was just like a bad dream, like it never happened. That's profoundly generous. I wouldn't do that. What's that? Do I want to go there? It's small. It's craptastic. All these... I need like a real town so I can sell stuff, get some real money. Wait, the whole point I was doing this was to get meat. I need meat. Alright, I'll explore here. Stick to the plains and the forests. Like, I need 1 more meat. 1 more meat, and then I can go complete that crappy little quest. Hopefully the shop will open. Gimme. The plains are like so tame. You see how quick it feels? Oh, hello. I do enjoy the gremlins. See, I do like using the stave because it grants me attunement. I wonder, should I swap to a different weapon just because how banged up it is? I think I can replace it with wood. I think I just need wood. There's wood everywhere in the forests. See, I need the attunement for using these spells. Okay, so I can get a bit of health. I'm trying to see. Flame R. I never use it. For each adjacent fire consumed for 12 turns, gains... Like, you get... Okay. That's actually pretty good. If I start a lot of fire, like if I get like a fire around me in a grid, because it's tile based, right? So it'd be I could get up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it was a hex system, I get 6, right? Hexagon. But and that could add up to something. It's very specific though. Oh, and okay, and you get a little bit of a fire shield. That's alright. I was trying to see if like this. Do I have anything that would give me Pyromancer attunement without having to have this stick out like consistently? Because I can't use these spells absent it. I don't think so. Bludgeoning goes up. I mean, that's nice. Got some gremlin leather. Fairly terrifying. Again, he's not a good character. He just did that in the middle battle, skinned him right up. No! And you see why they're defending their homes desperately against me. My character's not a nice person. Gremlin hovels, die! He just lights up their houses. Yeah. Just why games need alignment systems. I gotta eat. No, you don't eat gold. Eat so much. There we go. I mean, I suppose you could always have the lawfully stupid paladin, right? I was taught gremlins are evil, so that they kill them without remorse, right? Irredeemably evil, right? But lawfully stupid is a thing for a reason, right? Because they're stupid. I need the right kind of meat. Do I have it? No, it's not raw meat. I got something else. A gremlin might drop it from memory. Come on, come on. Give me some more stuff. There's no auto-explore key, which I'm somewhat fond of because I never liked auto-explore. It feels like it plays the game for me. I never use it. Hello, you left your home unguarded. You wouldn't! Oh, yes, I would. They're just running in terror, which makes sense. My character's killed at this point hundreds of gremlins, right? Raw insect meat. There's no need. It has to be the special kind of turkey beef stuff. Wood. Alright, I'll need that wood. I might be able to use that to repair my stave. I think you need something else. I think. Cloth. Maybe bandages of cloth. And repair cloth gear. There we go. Nice and lined up. Character feels quite a bit like... Almost feels like Dungeons of Dreadmore, but here we can attack diagonal. Couldn't do that in that game. In terms of the fire builds. Copper cup, bit of treasure. Should eat again, and I think just an old berry will do. You can bonk it. Best not to, though. Particularly with this stave, right? Because I don't want to deplete its durability on silly hut. Game's very nice. I can light like bags of loot on fire that aren't going to burn away or something like Ancient Domains of Mystery would do. Which I always liked, right? It made like the environment matter more, right? Fire, burn stuff, right? Don't cast fire on stuff you want to loot. Right? So you can make fire a bit stronger. Whereas acid was the most destructive to most things, right? But it's not going to melt glass, right? Because that's how you contain the acid flask. Most acid's not going to burn through glass or melt through glass, right? Whereas fire, it's going to engulf like wood and scrolls, but it might not burn up like a metal rod or a wand or something like that. But the acid would, right? Or electricity, which is just less likely to ignite stuff in general, right? Made the different elements feel different. And cold was usually safe, but it would, of course, shatter potions, right? Because it was all cold, and it shocked the glass into exploding, right? Yeah, cold shock. See, the slinger's gonna be quite a little Peter. Light him up. They're getting a little sloppy. See these little... Don't underestimate them. See, getting a little overexposed. Feed on potato. And you. See how the spells have different ranges. 1, 2, 3. This only has 2 range. Or 3 range. 3 tiles. And this one has, what? Is it 8? No, 6. That's quite a bit, but it costs a bit more. It has a longer cooldown. Pyromancer went up again. I could probably rest. I probably should go level up. My staff is broken? No! Please tell me you didn't actually break it. Okay, went in the inventory. There we go. Broken beyond use. That works. So they did what I thought they would. That's nice. Do I have an alternate weapon slot? I do, but I don't think I actually have anything in it. No, I think the dev added a bit ago the ability to fisticuffs and stuff. My character might do a bit of that. Because they kind of have to. A lot of goblins. Oh, it's because their hovel is still up. Oh, I can't cast my magics anymore because my staff is broken. Ah. Not most of my magics. I can still make thorny vines, though. That's pretty much all I can do. Yeah, that's a problem. So I'm reduced just to nature magic. I really should have been carrying a spare weapon. I put it in the chest. That was... Yeah. Okay, then. Should probably bail. That's a smart move. Yeah, can I get out? I can. Alright. And I can head here. Yeah, I should do that at least. At least to rest. And there's a practice saber here, if nothing else. What am I gonna need to fix the damn thing? Probably wood, right? That makes sense. Maybe 2 woods? Let's take 4 woods. Probably leather too, right? Like bind it? One would think. And I'll take that ceremonial saber. Gives me something. Sword skill unlocked. Yeah, that's how you just find skill as you equip the weapon. And I'm going to take a little nap here. Note my torch. It's my ever-burning thing. Gives me... I pretty much use it for light, for view distance, so I don't walk into bear traps. There are some nasty traps in the dungeons. This is what I want to do. If I look at... Where is it? Character. Travel wariness. Yeah. You'll pass out and wake up somewhere nearby. They added that about a year or so ago, just to encourage you to rest. Fine. You just rest. You click that button, and then the awareness leaves. Just encourages you to set up in certain areas, like camps, or pay for an inn, which I'm not going to do. These are just random whatevers. I got a skill point. That's what I wanted. Athletics, agility, and reflexes. That would be helpful. Or, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be able to cast any of it. I don't... Because I gain a Pyromancer by fighting, right? So I don't need that. Do I have to assign it? No. All skill points must be spent. Fine. Athletics it is. Athletic skill has been unlocked. What do you give me? Okay, it makes jump cheaper. That's not bad. And with less cooldown. That's actually pretty good. And what else you got? Tumbling. 2 energy per turn. Roll chance by 2%. I don't like losing control where I am. I'd never use that. Maximum energy. That's pretty good. I want that. How do I level this up? Just jump around? Huh, probably. +1 movement speed. And I can get sprint. That's what Cud starts you with. Sprint's really good. Movement speed by 20%. That's what I want. I need 2 points for that. So athletics could be worth something. Potion stacking, yeah. Reduces the weight of potions and poisons by 50%. And increases the amount I can carry. And satchels to better carry stuff. That's handy. I do like the inventory organization. Plants. 15% chance to harvest flowers of all types. Colored earth star is pretty good. Aloe vera. Lilyweed, so I can clearly identify that. And then aloe vera as well. So just a increased chance to harvest it and less chance of failure. See, these skills are individual for each one. I haven't really gotten to enchanting yet. Survival, wooden arrows. I'm not doing archery. I can build a fire. I can build a campsite. Yay. Each survival level reduces hunger by 2 whole %. Yeah, okay. I guess that would add up. My character has learned to read. Only a little bit, though. Medicine, which I was using a bit before I got into the nature magic. Pretty much, yeah, because you get like a broken bone or bleeding. But being able to do it without expending resources is nice, too. Antidotes for curing poison, splints for broken bones, bear traps will break them. Bleeding is for anti-bleeding. These are potions. I like potions. I need alchemy 5 to get better potions. Pretty much I want healing potions, as you might imagine. Alright, so lots of skills, as you can see, the stats. Character, I'm at level 10. 7 hours in game, right? Pyromancy, nature magic, I'm using a bit of it. We'll be using more of it now. I can make renewal better? Can I? Almost. Soon. Fireball. Oh yeah. See, I need attunement too. So me even throw that fireball, I either need to find a piece of gear that gives me more of the fire attunement that my broken stave was giving me. Or I need to, when I cast a pyromancy spell, it's a 30% chance I get a bit more attunement. And so it's a 30% chance of me being able to then cast a fireball. So it seems like a waste currently. Alright. What I need to do though is get to town. I think I can do it here. Stock mission. God damn it, did I get that food yet? Because I rested a day. I can't check my inventory. Out of town. I did not. Fine. Fine. Quartermaster places. It's locked. Like these, that irks me. These guys are obviously fixing their gear somewhere. I mean, they should have a basic quartermaster place. Look around, see if there's anything at all that I can access. Thank you. There is. Thank you. Alright, to fix stuff, we go to repair, and that's not bad, just 2 wood. That's generous. Alright. My peasant shoes, my robe. I need 3 cloth. My wraps. Spider silk, I need for that. So I need cloth. But yeah, I fixed my staff. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, and what else can I do? Oh yeah, I can also salvage things and level up my... Don't do that, that'd be very, very dumb. I can make splints. I'll make a splint. Because wood's cheap. But yeah, I did that. Oh, something else I can do. Where is it? R. R is weapon swap. So now I can have that as my alternate. I don't want to do that, but I could do that. My alternate will be just the saber, so I have something. There we go. I wonder... I just want to see. Yeah. Keeping it in the slot doesn't... It still counts as weight, as it should. So you know, I can't cheese it. Alright, so what I need to do... What's that? 3 skulls. Starting tower is 1 skull. Forest biome, 3 skulls. I have a little quest. I do have a quest. I don't think I can access it from here, but I do have it. Let's check out the road. Plains, Verdant Guard, mostly safe. I think it's J, yeah. So restock missions. They want me. I talked to a gremlin. They want me to. They're saying something about bizarre roots taking over the gremlins. That's my justification for genociding them, pretty much, or genociding large groups of them, because they've gone crazy. I guess. I get the feeling my character would do that anyway, though. Challenge, retrieve decay orbs from one of the Gremlin King's generals. Okay, so knock over the Gremlin towers. Got it. But first, get meat. See, I'm harvesting these a lot more predictably. Something else I could do. I can go talk to the wizard dude. There's a wizard dude I found. Oh, botany. Yeah, see how it's quickly going up now. By doing that, I think he has a potion station, so maybe I can make more recovery potions. Hey, turkey. I've been looking for you. Bonk, bonk, bonk. No. Alright, that reminds me. Now, what I use mostly is Ignite, right? So, because it has a shorter cooldown. A lot shorter. So if I make Ignite better, it will... This is the current is to the right. It will become one less cooldown. That's all I'm getting out of it. And a bit more damage. I'll take it. And then when I do it again... What am I getting here? The dodge just gets a little better. Doesn't increase the cooldown though, so no. Alright, the first upgrade's pretty decent then. And the line of fire, what does that do? 2 more damage. 5% more chance to ignite. Less turn cooldown? 13 turn cooldown? What's it currently? Sure, it's only 1 point. And then we're to upgrade it again. 12. So 1 point on here I'd say is decent, and then maybe 1 point there. If you got nowhere else to put it. Maybe should have went for the fireball. Maybe do that next time. In general, don't hold down the key like that. It's a safe area. I can do it here, but stabs at level 7. Yeah, just trying to get that 1 meat I need. And the game's being very coy about it. I'm getting more berries, which are nice, and leveling up my elderberry too, nice, and leveling up my survival craft, which I need because it feeds cooking quite nicely. Gives me berries, which I believe I can make it. Peasant shoes are damaged. I just fixed those, you turkey. Fine. Fine. Wreck my shoes. I don't care. Ooh, she'll get all lit up. Aloe vera, right? Failed to harvest 60 now. Aloe vera, yeah. Failed to harvest. It's important to remember the berries aren't considered alchemy or botany. They're considered survival. Bonk. Thank you. Thank you, turkey. Gave me what I needed. This turkey wants to play too. Because, I mean, I do want the meat. Maybe you'll drop the meat. Because I do need it. Because I can cook it. Yay. Alright, so we completed our quest. Gotta work for it, but I did it. I have the items you've requested. Thank you. You've saved my reputation. Here's your reward. And 50 level up points. I'm now level 11. Wow. And 70 gold. Here's the thing though. 70 gold, that sounds like a lot, right? Wow. Who would charge us for food? Yeah. What's the day's wages here? The prices seem wild. I know the game really feels like it needs. Everything shouldn't be in gold. Old D&D taught us this. Regular people operate off coppers. And then silver, like sovereigns, gold sovereigns, that's not like a regular person currency usually. The economy here is wild. Anyway, he's now got the meat. I could just buy it back from him and cook it. I'm not going to do that. Because he gave me 70 bucks and he's selling it for 10 each. It's actually not bad. I can cook the egg. Oh yeah, food's not going to go bad in your inventory. The game's nice like that. I'd have it go bad. 100% I'd do that. What else we got? Something went up. It was botany, right? Colored earth stars. Botany. I have botany 7. Plants you pick for go faster. That's nice. And he bought 10, 12. So the skills go up. I guess I can get the earth star. 15% chance to harvest mushrooms. 20% chance, to harvest +1 mushroom. 20% chance to harvest an extra flower. I guess I'll just get this. Survival has 1 point. Second wind. Is this passive? How does this work? It has to activate. If it's 5 turns, I get +10 energy. That's not bad. It's like a little panic button. I can kind of puff myself up a little bit. All raw food lasts 3 turns longer. By that they mean not go bad. It means lasts in your belly. Arrows. I don't care about arrows. 25% trap avoidance. That's pretty solid. Oh yeah. For 8 turns, gain 40% movement speed. We're saving up for sprint here. Interesting that survival also gives you a lot of similar sort of stuff athletics gives you. So I find that more accessible because you can just gather berries to level up survival. Athletics gotta be jumping around. Yeah, what I want is that. That gives me a sprint, so I could have run away from that bear if I'd had that. But I don't, so I couldn't. And then I'm gonna put a break in here. I've been going for about an hour. I'm gonna keep playing, of course. But I gotta keep these videos somewhat manageable. Put a save in here. Anyway, this is Doors of Trithius, version 0.5.17, playing my Pyromancer. Rather enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Bye.